Live and direct. Some bomb-ass hydros. I don't know what happened to the stream. I got cooled down. We had a long grind. Flash rims. Exit the workshop. Because I'm fully activated. Now this is just a little secret for the kings and queens. See, I'm in my arena workshop. And I got two activators in here. Two 100% fully clean, customized, traditional activators. Sultan RSs. And they're both activators. Obviously, I'm activated now. So let's turn them off, shall we? I'll put them back in their regular state. Just by swapping the slots. They're going to regain control and regain activation. They're back to normal as they should be. Because they're activators, they're fighting for control. But they're not causing any corruption upon each other because they're equal to each other. And that means that they're the same type of activator vehicle, and so they hold the same amount of power. But just because another one's in here is an issue. So if I get in one of these cars, and I hit right D-pad, and I attempt to take it into the workshop to activate it, it's not going to flash. But these cars are in a glitch state, and anytime you enter a workshop, the tire design attempts to remove from the vehicle. And so does the activation, and it turns it into a regular flash room vehicle. This vehicle is just a regular flash room vehicle at this state. But the other car, because I haven't touched it, it still is holding its activation inside of this property. And so if I go to this other car, and I get in this other car, and I hit right D-pad, the moment that the activation strips from the vehicle, it will begin to activate and flash, and so will the rest of my flash rooms. I reduced the power from 1 so that this activator could be in control, and when I hit right D-pad to reduce the activation from this, you can see the residual effect of flashing. Now, I could drive out if I like, but I don't intend to. I'm just going to exit the workshop. This way, I'll be able to see both of my instant activators in a lower form, and now they neither have control. And they're fighting for corruption, so they're flashing. Flash rim, corruption. Flashing. Now if I want to stop it, I just swap them again. I don't want to drive them out in this state. I just want to put them back in the original state that they were in. Back in control. Now these flash rims are kind of unique. They're interesting. If I do just take this car and drive it out, I want to make sure that I didn't enter the workshop with it first. And it's still going to remain in control of itself because the other car was an activator. Now once your activator's out on the map, and you can tell it's in control of itself because it has the tire, the rim color attributed to it that it should have, right? It's not changed, it's not altered. There's no blue color rims, there's no white color rims. It belongs on midnight purple. I know it does, so this one's purple. It exists in its true form. Now every single time you take a flash room activator into a workshop, the same thing happens. Whether it's a King Cash Magic Slot instant activator, a red line activator, a blue line activator, a retro white war, an atomic, maybe even a traditional like this one. This one's a traditional flash room activator. When I pull into the workshop, the tire design is going to attempt to remove from the vehicle. It's just that this one was created in a way that when it attempts to remove it, it does it. It defaults back to white lines. And so it should automatically flash when I pull into the workshop, as the tire design is attempted to be removed from the vehicle. Now I don't want to repair it. I don't want to pay any money. I intend to treat every activator vehicle just the same. No repairs, no alterations. Now I'm fully activated. But this vehicle's in a corrupted state now because I entered the workshop. And actually, while it's flashing, it's not really in its activation form. The activation got removed from it because the tire design attempted to revert. But it's not too hard. I just return it to storage, call it back out. And it should be back in the original form, same as if I was in the workshop, swapping the vehicle slots. And I know it's not going to flash because it's an activator. It's going to go back to being in control. But if I want to make it flash, all I have to do is hit that workshop one more time. It'll flash automatically because I'm in control. Exit. Now there's a unique thing that happens with flash rim activators because I'm activated out on the map right now. My rims are flashing, not indoors, but outdoors. The exterior and the interior are two different environments. Because they're two different environments, they create a different form of corruption on your cars. The environment is the most important thing. What type of environment are you creating? And if you want to be in control of your flash rims, then you need to be mindful in the environments in which you create. So I'm going to leave this car flashing out on the map. I'll enter my nightclub. I'll go into B2, and I have a bunch of other activators stored in this location. It's not too hard. Now these ones aren't going to flash. Okay? Activators in here. But I can see there's some corruption happening to the rims. They're flickering in between the different colors and variations of flash rims that I have in this garage. Some are white, some are gold. Can't see it when you look too close because you actually have to have a clear image of the other vehicles that are going to cause the corruption. As you can see, the Sultan's flashing, flashing, flashing. But I know I'm activated out on the map. I know that car's in control. So if I take this ps4 and I drive it outside, maybe it'll flash, huh? Perhaps. And I activated this flash rim vehicle without having to enter a workshop or alter its state in any way. Because it's seeding off of that original car. It's going to attempt to carry the identity of the original vehicle, because that's how flash rims work. They cross-communicate between all your vehicles that have flash rims. Power and control, whether they're activators or not, it doesn't really matter. The idea behind it is just that you have power and control of the environments in which you create so that you can achieve such goals. Okay, so let's go ahead and back to my arena. I got fucking activators stored everywhere. Multiple activators of every kind. Stored next to each other, stored side by side, stored wherever, it don't matter. But I know that I'm flashing on the map, and I got that ps4 still out there. It's currently in a state of corruption. When I enter the workshop, I got two more activators, side by side. I can tell they're powerful activators, because they don't flicker, they don't flop, they stay the same, they don't alter. So let's return that vehicle to stores that's on the map. They're going to stay the same. They're going to stay in control. So I need to reduce the power from one. Take this activator, hit right D-pad. Automatically you can see the tire design begins to flicker because it's getting overtaken and corrupted. Tire design attempted to be removed, but it could not. So now it's on blue looking rims, police blue rims, because of that other Sultan that I have in this workshop. And that tells me that that other Sultan's currently in control. So if I want to flash, I just drive it out. Or I drive this one into the workshop to activate it. It's up to you on what you want to do. There's many different ways to go about it. As you can see, I did that previous step in the beginning. So this time I will actually get into this one that's in a corrupted state and drive it out on the map. Personal vehicle on the map, corrupted by another car that's in control. Boom, my rims are flashing. It's not too hard. It's nice and easy. You just need to practice and understand what type of collection you have. And you can be in control, just like the king. And that's enough for me tonight. Hope you learned your lesson. And as always, be safe. Have a great day, everybody. Peace.